All right, Their Sounds is the kind of music that revives the soul of its listeners. Well, the group of youngsters have performed at major churches in the country. They have now put their musical talents together to produce their debut album, and it's titled The Infinite. Their contemporary gospel music draws its inspiration from themes such as love and grace of God, as well as living and believing in Jesus Christ. Now, to tell us more about this, we're joined by two members of the Infinite Gospel Group, Itumeleng, Mamasedi, and Nombulelo, Tshefu. Ladies, gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to Winning Live.
Thank you very much.
Let's talk about the establishment of this group before we even start talking about the music. How did you guys meet? How many members are we talking about? Do you want to start?
Oh yes, we launched Infinite in 2015.
Right.
And it's a collective of young people who are talented. It's quite a lot. It's, I think, far above 15 probably. You're not seeing all of them here because we can only accommodate a certain number of people. But I think you introduced it quite correctly. We speak about the love and grace of God. I mean, the name lends itself to the purpose, really. We believe in infinite and abundant living. And we believe in spreading, the message that we consider to be good news in a medium that can be consumed by almost anybody, which is music. It's contemporary gospel music.
Nombulelo, let's bring you into this conversation. Speak to us about the different roles that, I imagine 15 people is a lot. And these are all these creatives that, come with their different talents. How do you ensure that there's a synergy and everybody sort of sounds the same?
I think the strength of the group is that we've identified what each person is good at. So, for example, I'm good at singing, so hence I sing, and Utumi will coordinate our rehearsals. He'll coordinate the music because we write our own music. He'll also coordinate the band. So there's the band, and there's different people who play different roles. So we've got mainly the band, the singers, and Utumi just managing the whole project.
Yeah. And how do you ensure that you guys are different, though, Utumi? There's gospel is the #1 selling genre in this country, and I imagine it's a challenge to sound different because everybody can and make it into this industry.
In fact, I don't think it's difficult at all to be different. I think that what happens is the motive behind a lot of the entries that we sing into the market, not just gospel, is what is the sound of the day. So when someone goes into studio, what they're trying to create is what they perceive to be selling. And that's why you hear so many other people sounding like the one guy who's making it. And we've tried to stay away from that for a long time. I mean, we haven't commoditized our music for a very long time. We've been existing. And I think that we've done that deliberately to be able to figure out what we sound like. And obviously when you start, you sound like a lot of things, there's a lot of influences, and it takes time to actually figure out what it is you like and you want to sort of carve as your niche market and your identity sound. So I don't think it's difficult. I think you've just got to be true to what you're trying to do. If you stick to that, you'll stand out. There's so much variation that goes into music. But of course, when your purpose is making a quick buck, of course you want to sound like what's selling out there.
Yeah.
And it will sell because that's what people like.
The Infinite, Nombulelo, why call it the Infinite, the album?
Infinite, we called it Infinite because God is infinite, and we just want to relay that message to people. For us, it's more than about the music. It's about creating a lifestyle of victory, creating a lifestyle of conquering. So as you serve an infinite God, know that you're infinite as well. You have endless possibilities. You can achieve absolutely anything. And that's the kind of message that we want our listeners to take in.
How's the industry responded, though, to the music?
Very well, actually. I've had random people inboxing me, asking for the disc. People are really warming up to it, and we're excited about it. We can't wait to give them the full view, the full album.
Okay, so what is this, what do you mean?
The Infinite Special Disc, just by the way, we try as much as we can to be a comprehensive brand. Just yesterday in Melville, we hosted what we call the Infinite Life Elevation Program, which is a seminar where people can come in and do and bring in ideas that lift the soul, share on topics that matter to them. So we do much more than just music, and that's what you'll find in the Infinite Special Disc. It's the 2 singles that we have now, which will be available for download on iTunes, Google Play, all these online stores at the end of March. So that's what we do. In the special disc itself, there's the music, but also there's an audio devotional, which is a practical. We have what we call the Infinite Me 7-Day Challenge, for example. So we're giving people practical principles, to apply in their daily lives, which of course are derived from the Bible and Christian values in seeking to just lift your life to a higher standard, or what you want it to be.
I'm going to cut this conversation short because we have to listen to your music. The people are saying more music, less talk. Okay, so let's talk. We've stopped talking. We're going to take a quick ad break, and then we're going to have a performance from Itumeleng, Mamasedi, Nombulelo, Tshefu, as well as other members of the Infinite Gospel.